Okay guys, so I'll try to draw some anime style um, people. So let's see how it goes. Um, I was just thinking to do it from one side and see how it looks like. It doesn't need to be perfect. First, it's just the sketch, so it doesn't really matter that much. But still, it needs to at least have some kind of proportions relatively okay. um some earrings here. Okay, let's see the face, because initially my plan was to make it a little rounder here and then like correct it and okay, let's see the eyes. I'm thinking one like this, so this would be the upper um, upper lid, you know. So this would be one, and here would be the other, and this one is a little like this, a little shorter because it's from an angle, something like that. I'll flip the image, and it would maybe look and it should be oval, so kind of like that. So one eye, I want her to look in this way, into our right. So I'll just do like this. So this would come kind of like that, and this eye would come like this. Yeah, so kind of to complete it. And here, this will not be on the side like this one, but it will be more in the middle, not in the middle, but like in front a bit, maybe a little tinier, like this, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's like you need to feel it a bit, so it's not never the same. But what's good now is that I'll put her eyebrow a little lower than usually. I like this, something like this. Yeah. Okay, so now what I will do is put the nose kind of like that. I think this eye should come a bit upper. So, oh, oops, a free hand. Okay. I just want to put it a little upper, like this maybe. And a bit wider, something like that. Yeah. So back to the nose. So the nose would be a little something tiny, because we don't want to make it too weird. And the mouth, it can be in two sides, two parts, like that. And under, just very tiny. It should be like a tiny line like that. So the mouth would be something like this. All right, so here you can just add as well the ear, kind of like that. Not too big. Yeah, just like a sign of the ear where it should come approximately. Okay, so if you mind these lines, let me just see, something back. I just want a flat brush, so I can actually delete better. And when deleting, I think it's the best to delete very, because you want these lines to be corrected. Yeah, you don't want to leave unwanted lines. For example, this, this, oh, this is just dirt. So you want her to have like roundish features, but also straight. And some parts should be round and some parts should be straight. So here you want her a little round, but not too much. And on the exterior, the same, kind of to follow this. Yeah, but it shouldn't be like robotic. So more or less like that. This is just for now, you know. I mean, if you don't like this weird part down, you can just add and make it a bit rounder, like this, maybe. Yeah, something like this, and get rid of the extra. Okay, so usually at this time I just flip it because I just want to make sure that the lines are correct. And for example, I see now that it should be kind of until here. So what I will do is I will redefine her face, the shape, because I want her to have this upper lower a bit. You'll see it's quite a big difference. You know, it's like it doesn't look much, but actually it has a big impact. Always go back and forth, back and forth. And the ear seems okay. Maybe I'll just do the inside. So it's round here, and then it goes down, follows. It kind of goes straight like this, and then inside it just goes like that. Yeah. Okay, and inside should be a little like have this if you want. Yeah, so this is like her face, and then you have the eyes should be like this, one like this. The iris, actually, sorry, the eyes, and one like this, roundish, yeah. All right, then the neck. So let's flip it again. In the initial part, and let's see. So I'm thinking the neck should come. Usually, I like I don't like to really to draw the like technical lines because it's just weird for me. So I like to draw it directly. Sometimes, you know, I make the neck wider than expected. So then what I do is I take her head like that. Select. Oh, sorry. So once again, I select a bit of distort. I don't want to distort it too much. Like that. Yeah, and if I don't like this line, especially this line, it looks a bit off. Just draw one more like this. Yeah. So this should come like this in front, this like that. Then to the left, if you want, you can draw like hair, like coming from her top, like this. So for example, now I'm drawing hair. So it should go like this. Then this should be like the shoulder. It doesn't need to be final. Just put it to have something there. Should be roundish here like this, and then goes down straight. And because I want her to have this kind of shoulder, a little upper here, so this should go like this. Yeah. And then go down again, round a bit, and then go down. And on the neck, it can come something like that. You know, and here. Again, this is like this temporary. For example, I noticed that this shoulder is way too much. So maybe like this would be more appropriate. But it's nice because you can like, you know, test, see if what works, what doesn't, and correct. Yeah. So so the hair, yeah. So the hair could come like this and then go back, you know, on the from this side. It can come like this, and then kind of like that over the shoulder, and from the back can be like lost in the back, so it will not cover the shoulder, it will just go back. And the top of the head usually should be like the eyes one more time. So around here. It should be the like the top of the head. So usually what I do is I find I choose a point, and then I split the hair a bit, just a bit, you know. Depends on the hairstyle, of course, but so I want her to have the full hair and then go beyond that, like that, kind of. You know, it doesn't. You can always change it, modify, correct it. You know, this is just like without wind, without any you know effects. So some they will go like this, some will go like that, some will cover the top, so it can be like this. Some will go over the ear like this. Others would just flow with the rest of the hair. You know, you can just go wild. You don't need to be very stressed, because a lot of the hair will just follow the shape of the head, and yeah, can make some empty space here. Okay. You can put some chain on the neck or something. I don't know. Something like this. And then go down. So this is like the midline that begins, and then a bit, you know, like this. These are lines which usually, you know, they get corrected lots of times, and I wouldn't really put too much effort into them. Okay, so now is the time when we already kind of have the initial sketch, and we wanna oops, we wanna flip a bit, because I need to find the errors, and I just cannot. Okay, I see. So I just need to distort it a bit, especially on this side, on this angle. It's a bit weird, and I need to make the correction. Okay, maybe this shoulder would be a little lower, and the neck is way too masculine. So the problem here is that I made the neck way too big, and I'm not really happy with it, because it doesn't just, you know, maybe shorter would do the trick. A lot of people are saying that you should go with the neck a little rounder like this. So maybe this I will do. So it will not be like straight down, obviously, but it will be a little like a cylinder. And you know, they're right, of course, but I don't know, like I just need to feel it, you know, and if I don't feel it, it's just weird a bit. So what I will do is I will take just this part, and I will distort it a little. Yeah, something like this. think the problem, part of the problem here is that she's way too like muscular, and a little change needs to be in place because it just looks off. So yeah. Anyway, maybe like this. Solve it. As you can see, I'm still didn't figure out a lot of things related to the hair and this, but they come like in parallel. I cannot focus everything on her in the same time. Is good for me, at least for me. I like to take it in parts and you know, correct as I go. Like if I see something off, weird, then I go part by part. And for example, this should be a bit wider, and the hand like that. Like it doesn't need to be perfect initially, because this is just still like a sketch. It doesn't. I don't make any huge commitments to this drawing, so I can change quite a lot actually. But I just need to have at least some idea with what I'm working on, what I'm working with. Sorry. Okay. And then the lines, I just get rid of the ones which are too much. They don't really help. So I go back and forth kind of between good line and bad lines. Okay, so once again, I turn her. Wait, Jesus, almost destroyed my the table. Okay, flip. Do I need to distort it a bit? I think maybe. I'm thinking maybe in the upper, the head is way too big for her body, and yeah, let's see. Maybe like this. Yeah, maybe this is better. I hope it's better. So I'll just, this a bit lost lines here. Yeah, this will be covered by the color at a later time. But I just need to see. I need to see first the flow, and then okay. So all right. So we have the eyes. Now we can, if we really want to, we can correct the eyes. So you know, they can have this roundish nature. Maybe this is not really the perfect brush, but for it. But I just need to see what I'm working with. Okay. Okay. So this is the initial sketch. So I can go here. I can call it sketch 1. So like the base. Sketch 1, and now I'll put the color. I'll put it underneath. I can even like rename it color. And what for this I'm going with the flat. I just need a flat brush, so I just need to give her an overall color, like a base color, and from there I can, you know, move up and down. So let's see. So first I'm just giving, where is I'm coloring the skin to have initial base color. and it should be flat because you don't want to go into painting mode in from the start. So it's perfect if you just paint the one single color everywhere the same, and then apply light and shades and all kinds of things on top of that. On watercolor, you start from, you define from the beginning where is to be the lightest part, and color from there. But here, you just set the base everywhere and then add the light on top, kind of as a separate color, but watercolor is totally different. Okay, so we did her skin. Now let's add the clothes. I just don't know, this one maybe. Yeah, why not? So the reason why I did the sketching on different layer, sorry, is that I can always like go back and correct it. So if a hand is weird, or I don't know, something is off, I can always go back and modify it, even though if it's an initial sketch, because after that, after I do this, I will start putting some shading, like color and everything, and I will set the opacity of this initial sketchy layer to very low, so it will be like almost invisible, but still it will give me enough information to continue. So yeah, here I should just make the size of the brush bigger, but I just it's also relaxing, to color. You don't have the, let's say, the stress from the sketching, because the sketching is kind of the most stressful, because it's like you need to think about all the proportions and so on. It just you feel a little more under pressure. But with coloring, you can just, especially with the flat colors, you don't need to really think about pen pressure and so on. It's much easier, and I really enjoy it, so bear with me. I don't want to rush this part. All right, the skirt, I don't know, what would fit for this purple. I don't know if it's good, but okay, let's say it's okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, by the way, the layer is set on normal, so not on multiply. If I would add multiply, the colors would combine. They will get some mix of these colors if they overlay. So in this case, it's not our problem, not really a big deal. All right, now the hair. The hair, lots of options actually, but I think I'll make her maybe gray hair. Let's see. Yeah, I'll just make her gray hair. I like gray hair because then you can go in both directions. You can go whiter, like lighter, or you can go into very dark. So let me just add this initial color to the hair. It'll be actually very fun to color this. So you may look at the drawing and notice a lot of lines which are like sketchy, like literally sketchy, and you don't need to worry. This is just is normal, I'm aware that there are a lot of weird lines which don't describe anything. It's just my when I drew it initially. Okay, let's see. I can go with the eraser later and make also the lines a bit sharper, more concrete, because now they're a bit chickeny, how they are called. So let's see. Okay, maybe like this. Okay. See the hair goes a little on the ear as well. Covers a bit. I think this part a bit here. I really enjoy actually watercoloring. I have these cool brushes which are very close to the reality. They're actually made by someone who took like samples from actual brushes and created this digital one. So they replicate even like the water splashes, and it's really fun little addition. Okay, so this is like the initial coloring, and now I will add on top another layer. So on top of this one, it will be color 2. This will be like the lighting. Sorry, lighting. So what I like to do is take the initial color, so being this one, and then go to the disk and make it a bit darker. Yeah, so it will be the same. It will be the same. You see, it will be like that. So this is how I'm making the shade. So it will be the same color palette, but a bit modified. So obviously, because I'm doing shading, so it needs to be darker, to have a darker tone. Okay, so it's underneath, so it should go like that. Yeah. And here should be like this a bit, and like this a bit. Yeah. And on the nose, underneath a bit. Here. Yeah. Okay, so let's say we did a little from the hair as well. Right. Now let's go with the next hair. Okay, let's make it a bit darker. So now we'll do the shading in this lower part. So the goal here is to create this underneath of the hair, which is usually like an umbrella. So you want to make it darker, just like that. A little volume, under the ear here. And if you want, you can do this kind of thing. You can mesh it a bit so it will not look so brutal. Just like this. Smudge it a bit. I'm just smudging this second color, not the initial one. The initial one is like the background, let's say. Smudge a bit, then back to craziness. Okay, and then back to smudging. Here you can put actually the pen pressure, and you can get some nice effects, absolutely crazy, but you know, kind of like this. Okay, now let's go with the cloth. So cloth, the same technique, a little darker, and let's go. So my idea is like to have this side a little like I'm not sure here if it's such a good idea, because it's maybe like that. And then smudge a tiny bit like this, you know. Okay. Okay, and here a bit. Okay, now let's. Sorry. Actually, not so sorry, because it's quite okay. Okay, and now the dress. Um, okay, smudge that as well. Okay. Now the eyes. The eyes will have to be white. Sorry, not white. Like this. This is not really white. It's a kind of white. Not really. Maybe I need to be a little more sensitive with this, because it's just not to screw it up. Okay. And inside, green. Let's see. This goes well. Yeah. And the inside would be this kind of the lighter black. And if you want to go a little wild, you can just put also like a dot here to simulate the. As you can see, it goes under and over. So yeah. And now just finish this. Okay. I think I need actually a softer fine jelly brush, so I can do this kind of tricks, tips and tricks. Okay, and maybe another line here like this, like beauty. Okay, let's see, I can do also underneath a bit. Okay, and if you wanna, okay, here you can make it a little darker. All right, so now you can correct it. So you can go onto the sketch and start deleting lines, or you can, of course, add another. It will be the sketch final. Sketch final, and here you select the brush that you like. For example, I have this one selected, and and you can go on top. So it will, whatever you're doing now, it will go on top of what you already you see. This is the level. So and you can like add those details that you want. And my advice would be to not go very dark like I'm here. Maybe maybe like this. It's enough, because you just don't want to kill the drawing with a very dark line and so on. So better diminish, maybe give it a color, it doesn't need to be black, it can be something else. So like this, contouring a bit the eye. Anyway, the eyes are the focal point of the drawing, so if the eyes are weird, then is waste of time. I mean, not waste of time, but you know what I mean. Just feels off everything. So I'll not go through everything. I'll just give you the contour here and call this drawing. I can go always back to it and finish it. So I can come tomorrow, for example, and like put the last touches and call it a day. So I don't want to stay too long on these drawings. It's not that it doesn't worth it, but it's just not. I don't know. I like more to go on new stuff instead of spending too much time on these sketches. I mean, I can go then make all the folds and all that, but it's a lot of time. So yeah. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, just let me know if you want to see something like I can draw also boys and so on. So whatever you want, I can draw animals. I can draw, I don't know, cars. I didn't try a lot of cars, but I guess I can try. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.